What's up YouTube? This is JP Panther back on the video, and today's video is actually another Disney related news update video. I want to talk to you guys about this because I feel like this is very important. So again, I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. This comes from theweek.com. So Bob Iger has reportedly, I guess he came back as CEO, or he stepped down as CEO, but I guess he's back as CEO or whatever it is. So it says on February he announced that he will resign and blah blah blah, and Bob Chapek and stuff like that. It was known that Iger was nearing his retirement, because he's been there for 15 freaking years, and I think Iger's like 60 years old. He's older now. He's like an older guy now. Less than 2 months after the announcement, the New York Times reports that Iger has indefinitely returned to running Disney as asserted control over the company because of the virus crisis during which Disney has closed its theme parks due to the restrictions on large gathering. Recently, the company said it would furlough more than 40,000 workers at Walt Disney. The Times cites one analyst as saying Disney is losing around $30 million a day. $30 million a day, that is crazy, man. Iger is now intensely focused on remaking a company that would emerge, he believes, deeply charged by crisis. The Times wrote in an email, Iger said that a crisis of magnitude and its impact on Disney would necessarily result in my activity helping Chapek back. The company tend with it, particularly since I ran the company for 15 years. The dynamic between CEO and current CEO may eclipsed by the fact that, according to the report, Chapek is referred to as Bob C, where Iger is just Bob. Some have questioned whether the virus crisis contributed to Iger's decision to leave as CEO when he did, although he is denying that there was any hidden or odd about his departure. But the Times wrote that the question people close to Disney said is more about whether Iger's is focused on hurting his legacy and asserting a smooth succession left him distracted as the threats to business grew. And it goes on and on and on, but I'm going to give you my thoughts about everything like that. I kind of did a video about this, like, I think a week or two ago. But again, I even said it before, I feel like they were just like, Iger, you got to come and fix up your mess. Because I can see how Iger's just like, man, I've been dealing with this for 15 years. He wants to be done. I think his contract's done in like 2021, whatever. So he's just like, man, let me just be out, blah, blah. But I feel like he did use Bob Chapek as a punching bag. So he could be like, you know what? All this crap happening, everyone go attack him, and I'm going to be chilling on the sidelines, just chilling. But you could tell that the shareholders or the company or people, whoever is running Disney besides Iger, you could tell they're like, Iger, you better come and fix this crap. So I guess he has to go in there, because even when he stepped down, it sounded very, very shady how he just threw in Bob Chapek. And what I know of Bob Chapek is, I guess he's the parks, he runs like the parks division, and he's known as Budget Cut Bob, so I guess he's known for budget cuts. And I read about it, and I remember my dad and stuff like that. My dad was telling me about this, is that I guess around like April, I guess in the mid or end of April, they're going to, pretty much after, like, I guess the mid of April, or I guess what's happening right now, or at the end of April, they're not going to pay any of their employees, and they'll give them their health care for a certain amount of time. Then after that, they're done. And I could see that happening because, they're not making any money. Saying you're losing $30 million a day, that's a hell of a lot of money. And also, I do feel like if the financial issues go really, really bad, I do feel like they're going to do the whole, we're going to put Black Widow and all these movies on straight on demand and make a lot more money back. Because what I've been told is that when you do the theater way, it's like, you get 50 or 55% of the revenue or whatever. Let's say it makes $1 billion, you get maybe 5.5 billion of that profit wise, and you got to pay other stuff like that. When you do on demand service, it's only 80%, and you get majority of the revenue. Because I didn't do a video about this because I didn't think you guys would care or whatever. So example, the Trolls World Tour movie, whatever, I guess that just came out on digital or rent, whatever it is. If you don't know, it made 10 times more than Jurassic World Fallen, and it made I think Jurassic World made like 148 million at opening weekend, whatever. They said it did double that. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. It was a whole article I was gonna do, whatever. I might even link it so you guys can check it out. But overall, I didn't want to make a whole video about the trolls thing. But pretty much, what I'm trying to say is that, especially everything's happening right now, you could just make a lot of money just playing on demand and not having to deal with going to the theaters and stuff like that. But the problem is you would kill the movie industry and the movie theaters and stuff like that. But overall, what I'm trying to say is that with the Disney stuff, whatever, I just feel like a lot of the Disney movies, I feel like they're gonna probably pull the Universal type route where they just release trolls on demand on Amazon or iTunes or Google Play and rent it for like $20 or whatever. I feel like if Disney gets that bad financially, I do feel like they're going that route. And I don't see them even in like for Marvel and stuff like that. I think Marvel's gonna be hurt. Everything's gonna be hurt, whatever. But I do think Star Wars gonna get hurt. I think Marvel's gonna be hurt. I don't think Marvel's gonna have the kind of flex money like they did before, because Infinity War Endgame, they spent like a billion. They pretty much spent like $1 billion on both of those movies. If you really want to be like marketing and budget and merchandise, they spent like around $1 billion. If you really would be honest, I don't think they're gonna get that kind of money in Phase 4, Phase 5 if they're that hurt financially. And also they have to prove like, okay, are these movies gonna make money? Yes or no? Because Marvel will show you that it can make money, but the problem is that they want to make sure you make a lot of money. So I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull all that off, especially in the financial issues that Disney's in and stuff like that. But overall, what I'm trying to say is that with Bob Iger and all of them, him stepping up, I guess, or stepping down or stepping up, I see, in my personal opinion, is that he's trying to cover his ass. I do feel like he messed up. And I said this before, right? And I said this to a bunch of people. I still think buying 20th Century Fox was the dumbest decision ever. You bought that for $71 billion. There's nothing there. You just added more debt to the company. That's all Bob Iger did. And I'm like, all right, if you're going to buy Fox, why don't you just buy the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Deadpool, and all the Marvel stuff? You could get rid of Avatar and whatever it was. Throw that shit in the garbage. You know what I mean? You don't need Planet of the Apes, Sims, and all that. You could just give it to Robert Murdoch and all of them. You feel me? I thought when I heard they're gonna buy Fox, I thought they were gonna buy Fox News, transform into an SJW super liberal MSNBC network. But no, they bought 20th Century Fox, which I think was even worse. Because at least if they bought Fox News, they could at least made their money back or transform into Disney News and make it extra liberal and SJW to the maximum. You feel me? I thought that's what they were going to do. But instead they bought 20th Century Fox, which was dumb, and none of the stuff that they had, at least by Disney by now, at least the Disney has bought whatever the assets they had of a Fox. None of them have made money. Like Dark Phoenix, Call of the Wild, they had some movie Downhill. Like a lot of these New Mutants is not going to make any money. Let's just keep one. It's been delayed like 5-10 times. I mean, it's been delayed multiple times. I mean, you might as well just put it on Disney Plus and whatever happens, happens. That's what I'm trying to say. Or put it on Hulu or something. But overall, I'm trying to say is that Bob Iger buying Fox was probably one of the dumbest decisions ever in entertainment, and I don't see them making a profit at all. And I feel like with Disney, they got really cocky. They feel like they're unstoppable. They just kept spending until it came back and bite them in the ass, which is happening now. And and a lot of people are saying, oh well, Disney makes so much money and stuff like that. Yeah, but they spend a lot of money. You know what I mean? Just because you make a lot of money and you spend it doesn't mean you got a stream of income. But the problem is that you spend freaking insane, and they spend it on like expensive stuff like 20th Century Fox. If they would have not buy that stuff and had that $71 billion stored up for a rainy day like this, they would be pretty okay right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying they would be the greatest financial position, whatever, but they wouldn't be in the situation that they're in now. And I feel like with Disney, they never had a plan B if something like this would ever happen, or if it's like, okay, we spent all this money, how do we have enough money that we can prepare and pay off other stuff as well? And there's talks that they might sell off other assets of their company. Like, I heard they bought Power Rangers, and I guess they sold it back to Power Rangers or whatever. But the point I'm trying to say is that a lot of decisions that they made, some of them were good, some of them were bad. Marvel, they did a great job. Pixar, they did a great job. Star Wars, they fucked up. 20th Century Fox, they definitely messed up. ESPN was a pretty good decision for its time, I guess. I guess ABC was always part of Disney. But the point I'm trying to say is that, a lot of stuff they have, some of them were misses, some of them were hits, but I just think Fox was just like the poison out of all of that. And I do think if they didn't buy it, they would be in a way better position. And I do think just in general as a company as Disney, we're not going to look at them the same way. And again, this is happening to everybody. It's not just Disney. But Disney is the one that's on the forefront, and they're the ones who kind of flex their muscles when they get a little bit of get a extremely high success. Like last year, they had like what $14 billion last year. They're not even gonna make close to that this year. Black Widow will probably hit $1 billion. Depends on what it is. It's coming out in November, so a lot of the movies that they're coming out this year is not even gonna make close to that kind of money. So at least you guys know what's about to happen. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this whole Disney news. Are you guys surprised that Bob Iger came back? Are you guys not surprised? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.